On this, the eve of the Heart Walk, I can't think of a better story to share with you than that of a friend of mine. Terry Tomlin was a very popular figure in the Bay Area, the outdoors editor for the St. Pete Times. He died suddenly a few years ago of a heart attack, and his wife wants others to know that family history matters. Terry Tomlin, the ultimate outdoorsman, really was bigger than life.
He wrestled alligators and swam with sharks.
He was the outdoors editor for the St. Pete Times. He died suddenly of a heart attack at age 55.
We thought he could do anything. And so the idea that he would succumb to something so common just really felt just very jarring.
Terry's wife, Kanika Tomlin, remembers getting that call from Terry 3 years ago. He was at the pool with their 15-year-old son, Kai. She knew something was wrong. They called an ambulance as a precaution. He seemed fine, but they took him to the hospital just to be sure. Kanika and Kai drove behind in their car.
It was such a shock for him to see his dad, who was this very strong, powerful presence, in such a vulnerable state.
Terry coded before they ever had a chance to talk to him again. Kanika wishes she could go back to that day.
The time that I was with him at the pool would have been so different. The casualness with which we walked through that, as though there was only one outcome that was possible, you know.
Your mind didn't go there.
Never. I didn't think it for a second.
Terry died of a widowmaker heart attack.
I was just very shocked, and I remained shocked for a very long time, and I didn't really process it until recently. And
their daughter Nia misses her father deeply. She's now a junior in high school, wise beyond her years.
I had 12 years with him, and although it was very short, I cherish every year with him.
Son Kai is a freshman at American University, and both kids are thriving despite the gaping loss.
It's time to embrace and a time to refrain.
Saying goodbye to their father was so difficult but joyful, because that's what he would have wanted. Kanika makes sure the kids know that heart disease runs in their family.
My children never met their grandfather because he died of a heart attack before they were born. Terry never met his grandfather because of the same reason.
And if she has anything to do with it, that cycle will stop now.
And it's awakened me so much to the importance of advocating for my children so that story ends with them.
And Terry's daughter has now started a program at local rec centers in St. Pete in her father's honor. It's called Love Where You Live, and she teaches underprivileged kids after school about everything outdoors and how proud her father would be. And it's for people like Terry and the Tomlins that we fundraise for the American Heart Association every year. The Heart Walk is tomorrow morning at Raymond James Stadium. And if you're a member of our team, please come by our News Channel 8 booth at 8 a.m. to get your T-shirt. Our team picture is at 8:25 and the walk starts at 9. It's not too late to join our team. Just go to WFLA.com/heartwalk and I'll see you there.